Are you looking for the best places to live in Texas? If so, this video is for you. Texas, it has 4 booming major cities. We're talking Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. But not everyone wants to live in the hustle and bustle of a city. Instead, they would rather choose the suburbs. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you my top 10 pick of suburbs between the prices of about $400,000 to $800,000 for you to discover the best places, the best suburbs to live in Texas. Hello, my name is Pollard and I've lived in Texas since I was 4 years old. I've been a real estate agent for like 13 years now. And if you are thinking about moving to the great state of Texas and need help narrowing down where to live, fill out my dream home questionnaire in the link below and you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with one of my fantastic agents. And if you're looking to sell a home and you live in Texas, fill out my Sell My Home questionnaire for the exclusive benefits of working with my team. Now listen, I want to preface this top 10 not because I think that number 1, number 2, like it's top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It really depends on what you are looking for your family. What are your hot buttons? Keep in mind that if it's a super high-end school district and they're super awesome at football, your student may have to be like a star athlete to play football. If that's the case and he's not a star athlete or she, then maybe you choose a really good school where they get a chance to play. They don't have to be pro level. So listen, there are many different areas. It may be a job location, it may be a culture or a feel. Maybe you want more of a little country feel to it, or maybe there's so many different reasons why you would choose one city or another. Don't think that my 1 through 10 means it's rated in any order, okay? So the first city I want to talk about is a city that has been highlighted for a few years now, and this was my number 1 investment pick a year ago. Now the prices have skyrocketed. I'm not saying that they won't continue to do so, but this city, guess what it is? It's Frisco, Texas. There is limited availability in Frisco, especially toward the beginning of this year. But you can still get a home in Frisco, but I'm not gonna lie, it may be challenging, okay? But Frisco is great, and this is why. In 2018, Frisco was named the number 1 best place to live. It's located just 30 minutes north of Dallas. This meticulously planned out community has something for everyone, including 49 city parks and A+ schools. One thing I love about Frisco, besides it being home to the Dallas Cowboys, is the amazing shopping, dining, and entertainment options. Frisco has magnificent master-planned communities like Phillips Creek Ranch, Edgestone at Legacy, and Starwood. You can expect resort-style pools, tennis courts, walking and biking trails, and stunning golf courses. Homes on the market right now are going from $300,000 on up to $5.5 million. And you may want to get in now because as they finish developing Frisco, homes will skyrocket. There's a good mix of demographics in Frisco. And I like Frisco because there's so many things to do. So in addition to the Cowboys practice complex is the Rough Rider Minor League Park, Dallas Stars headquarters, and the FC Dallas Soccer Stadium. This is a city for sports fans. The really cool thing about it is that the surrounding community and the schools, they get to use these facilities, and I just love that the schools have partnered with these sports teams. It's super cool. Frisco is no cookie cutter suburb. City planners demand high design for both residential and commercial development, along with sound infrastructure. The second one on the list is Keller, Texas. I always say Keller people, well, they just love Keller. They don't want to live anywhere else. Keller is a suburb about 30 minutes north of Fort Worth. And I used to live in Keller. Keller is home to a wide range of house prices, okay? Now it is starting to inch up there, so it's hard to find a home under $300,000, maybe a few at $285,000, but you can buy a home into the millions in Keller. And so especially far north, Keller has some beautiful trees on, an acre of land, and you can buy $1 million properties up there. It's very nice. It borders Westlake and Southlake. So if that's a hot button for you, Keller, don't rule Keller out. And then it's such a great family community. The schools are really, really good. And Keller does have some shopping in the town square, but really you either have to go to Southlake Town Square or the Alliance Town Square to find more major shopping, like your Costco and Target, which is like 10 minutes away, so not that big a deal. But Keller does have a town square. They do have some community events there, and they do have Keller Point where there's fitness and water park. Well, it's like a small water park, but it's kind of like a lifetime gym for Keller residents. Mostly residential, Keller boasts more than 300 acres of parkland and more than 26 miles of hiking and biking trails. One of my favorite parks is Bear Creek Park, where you can go for miles on a bike or a jog. You can even take your horse out there. Keller has been named to CNN Money Magazine's top 100 places to live, America's best small towns, 3 times since 2007. Now, number 3 on the list, and I get excited about this one because I've had so many clients that move here and are just ecstatic about the place, okay? It's just north of Keller, and it's called Trophy Club. Trophy Club, it's a small community, just under 13,000 residents, and it has a combination of old and newer homes. The older homes are all custom homes. Some of the newer homes are production homes, and there's a good selection of luxury homes in Trophy Club as well. Next on the list is Flower Mound. Flower Mound is one of my favorite cities for the beauty. There's a little more topography in Flower Mound, bordering like Argyle, Lantana, in that area, so you'll see more trees up there. You also can find homes starting about $400,000 there, has a high reputation, so many things to do. Flower Mound, it's just 15 minutes from the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, so it's ideal for families who maybe travel for pleasure or families who have someone that has to commute for work. So Flower Mound residents, they enjoy shopping and dining at the shops at Highland Village. It's this picturesque outdoor mall with a splash pad for the kiddos. And with these great neighborhoods come great schools. Flower Mound is known for its top-notch schools. Also, Flower Mound is nestled in between 2 lakes. We have Grapevine Lake and Lake Louisville. So you have lake activities if you enjoy boating or skiing or just enjoy the scenery. So if you're looking for a lake property that borders the lake, Flower Mound would be the city in Dallas-Fort Worth versus Grapevine, because Grapevine, there's more land in between a house and the lake. Well, there's also the Corps of Engineers land is there bordering the south side. 5th on the list is one of the hottest suburbs in Dallas-Fort Worth, well, in all of Texas, is Prosper. If you haven't heard yet, Prosper is a developing, booming city. It's just north of Frisco, and people have fallen in love with Prosper. It's right off Highway 380, so there's entertainment. It's down the street for your Frisco entertainment. It has a movie theater, grocery stores, restaurants, and it's continuing to grow. So Prosper is definitely, it's going to be developed very nice whenever it's finished. Now I can say anything north of 380 is going to feel like the country, okay? It still feels like country in Prosper. just letting you know now. But their master plan communities are gorgeous. Now Prosper, it doesn't have that hustle and bustle feel like larger cities, but it is like 45 minutes north of Dallas, maybe longer with traffic. And its population is almost 30,000 now. Median home prices are $650,000. And since this is a hot spot, I predict prices are going to continue to soar, making this a prime opportunity for investment. Two of the highly sought after neighborhoods is Star Trail and Windsong Ranch. If you haven't heard about Windsong Ranch, it's the one with the lagoon. There is limited availability there right now, but I see as the market's shifting a little bit, more homes are coming available. But definitely take a look at Prosper. Oh, and not to forget, Prosper has great schools too. And then just north of Prosper is, and take a look at my most recent video, it's Celina. Guys, Celina, I believe, is the next hot spot. Go watch that video. It has tripled in population, okay, over the last just a couple of years, and it's developing very nicely. And what I love about Celina is it has this downtown area that's so quaint, so cute, and there's so many community events. So I'm always looking on these websites of cities to see how many community events they have, and you know, they usually have some pretty good activities, but Celina is like overboard. They have at least one activity a month, but really more than that. They're very focused on community. Now Celina, it leads all of North Texas cities with new housing permits, so that's an indication that there's this major boom going on. And it's been going on for quite some time now. We toured several amazing master plan communities, and I got a kick out of one of these communities in particular, that there were so many parents picking up their kids in golf carts after school. And I do see that in other communities, but I swear it was like this culture in this one neighborhood in particular. The median home price in Celina is $518,000, and get this, like the median age is 2018, which means there's a ton of new homes. And so prices start from about $345,000 on up to $2.5 million. And again, Celina schools are ranked very high, but some of the families do funnel into Prosper ISD, and they're ranked high as well. So wherever you live in Celina, you're pretty good when it comes to school choices. Next on the list I love, and you've probably heard of it, it's called the Woodlands. The Woodlands is just north of Houston, one of my favorite suburbs of Houston. Because the trees, it's called the Woodlands for a reason. It's because of all the beautiful trees. I'm in love with trees. Although when I was visiting, I was seeing that when you have a lot of trees in your front and backyard, you're gonna have a lot of like pine needles on your roof, okay? Just saying, but the Woodlands is gorgeous. So this is a township, and it's home to almost 114,000 people. The Woodlands, it really has it all. Great neighborhoods, parks, shopping, dining, outdoor concert spaces, and it's one of the most sought after areas to live in the greater Houston area. I'm very happy to say that the prices in the Woodlands can start in the upper 200,000s and obviously into the millions, but I love that there's such a wide variety of price points in the Woodlands versus like South Lake, where entry levels $750,000, $800,000. I love that the Woodlands has a wider range of price points. So students in the Woodlands, they attend Conroe and Tomball schools, and both are highly rated. And do keep in mind the Woodlands is about a 45-minute drive from downtown Houston to the Woodlands if you have to commute. Next on the list, it's Round Rock. Round Rock has knocked my socks off, guys. The first time I went to Round Rock, I was not impressed, and it's probably because I didn't visit the impressive places. So I've been visiting Round Rock lately, and I'm just astonished by all the things to do. And many people think that Round Rock is built out, but there are still new home communities being built there, and it's such a nice new area. So it's known for its outdoor activities, as well as it has historic landmarks. Yep, there's actually a Round Rock. It's a large stone in a bushy creek. So back in the day, wagons, they made low water crossings at this natural marker. And nearby was the Chisholm Trail cattle drive. Today, it's known for its huge premium outlet mall conveniently located right off Highway 35. Also very popular that I just got to visit was the African themed water park and hotel. It's called Kalahari. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And just down the road is the Dell Diamond baseball field, and it's home to the Round Rock Express baseball team. Median home price in Round Rock is about $454,000, but prices do start at about $350,000 and go on up to $1.8 million for a large home on some acreage. So Round Rock schools not only serve the city, but also areas of Austin and Cedar Park, with more than 48,000 students enrolled. It contains 7 high schools, and many of those are highly ranked. Next on the list is Dripping Springs. Dripping Springs is situated right in the hill country, and it's booming right now. Dripping Springs is 40 minutes west of Austin, and it's a small town with just 7,500 residents, but a lot of rooftops are going up in this hilly terrain. It is definitely up and coming. Besides being the wedding capital of Texas, Dripping Springs, it's known for its wineries, breweries, and distilleries. They say come sipping and dripping. The quaint downtown has a great coffee shop, some neat restaurants, and boutiques. The area hosts Christmas on Mercer and the Founders Day Festival, which features a barbecue cook-off. We all want that. And parade. I love those small town celebrations. Median home price is $744,000, and yes, that's high for a median home price, but let me just say, it's Austin, guys. Now, we did find a few properties starting in the 430s, and you can find some land for less as well. With the hilly views, there are lots of homes in the $1 million range. Dripping Springs, it's still small and rural, and the schools are ranked in the top 6%. Next on the list, I'm super excited to announce this, Boerne, Texas. Boerne? Who ever heard of Boerne? Boerne is about 35 minutes northwest of San Antonio. So it was settled in the 1840s by German immigrants, and this town now has a population of about 20,000 people. And it's said to be a few degrees cooler in the summer than San Antonio due to its elevation in the hill country. San Antonio does get scorching hot. Guys, you feel the heat in San Antonio. It gets hot in the Dallas area, but you feel that heat in San Antonio. So I really enjoyed going to Boerne because it didn't have that sizzle. So I definitely could feel the difference, okay, personally, because I was there at the hottest days of the year this year. Going into Boerne, I love the charm of the downtown square, and they have some great shopping there as well. Eateries, shopping, very, very cute. The median home price is about $454,000 in Boerne. And by the way, it looks like Bourne, but it's Boerne is how you pronounce it. And we did find some homes starting in the 300s, and they sell up into, I'm telling you, like $12-15 million, because in Boerne they have some beautiful hills surrounding the town, and there's just some great views and $1 million homes there. They also have some new home communities, so if you're in that $400,000 to $800,000 price point, you can definitely find a home in Boerne. Boerne ISD serves about 9,600 students, has 2 high schools, and it boasts of 100% graduation rate. They also boast of special needs. So if you have a special needs child, the superintendent did too, and this is the story that I heard. And so they have a phenomenal program. Most schools in the state of Texas do have special needs programs, but Boerne is a little extra special. They have a little extra help. I can see Boerne as being one of the best cities in the state of Texas. I know it's last on the list, but it doesn't mean it's last on the list. Are you looking to move up in Texas? Well, you may be saying, Dana, what's the next step? Well, hey, let's meet on Zoom. Whether it's a $200,000 home or a $20 million home, The next step is to fill out the appropriate questionnaire at danapollardgroup.com. When you fill out the Dream Home questionnaire, you will paint a picture for me and my team of what you want, both in a home as well as a community. Or if you have a house to sell in Texas, fill out the Sell My House questionnaire so you can learn about the exclusive benefits of listing with me. And after you share your favorite snack and push the submit button, an email will be sent to schedule your consultation call with one of my top amazing real estate experts. And you can also meet me on my Texas Tuesday Zoom call and ask me anything you like about moving up in Texas. This is a live call and attendance is limited, so go right now to danapollardgroup.com to get started.